Hello, everybody. Thanks again for visiting my YouTube channel. This is the place where we've discussed the Lord's recovery, Witness Lee, how religion goes wrong, and how you can deal with it. Well, wouldn't you know it? One day after I posted what was supposed to be my final video, I found reason to post something quickly. Now, I want to tell you that part of my desire is just to kind of break free of having to even think about the Lord's recovery anymore. Not that I'm afraid of him, not anything like that. It's just eventually you have to put your past behind you. I did what I could to help, and I wanted just to move on. I wanted to stop talking about the same things. A little bit at the spur of the moment, made that video, and I just made the decision to make it. What I should have done before I did that was check the latest news on social media, what was going on. And I completely missed, because I've been out of the loop for at least 5 months, the posts that are coming up around the internet from women talking about sexual abuse in the Lord's recovery. One of whom is Ruth Wise, who has a YouTube channel. I'll put the address up on the screen. She just had a major core dump of all this trauma she went through. She was actually sexually abused by Philip Lee when she was 16 years old and working in the Living Stream ministry, Witness Lee's ministry in Anaheim, California. This was probably in the 80s, early 80s, something like that. That's when I was there. My heart went out to this woman. You can tell she's still processing it, and she felt like she had to get it out. One thing I should have brought up yesterday that even I felt like maybe I should go back and edit in was when I was talking about the questions about the Lord's recovery that have gone unanswered. I should have said something about sexual abuse, and I didn't. This has just kind of lit a fire under me a little bit to come back at this and just reiterate that nobody should have to tolerate this, and no group that claims to be the one true way it has any business being involved or covering up that stuff, and that's what they have done. This is not anything but another abusive group that uses and abuses spiritual authority to keep their thing going and to waylay people that get in the way. I know overall the people in the Lord's recovery love the Lord, the innocent people, but they are compromising sin in their ranks in the very same way the Catholic Church did for centuries. And other groups do it too. It's wrong, and this is exactly why you cannot have somebody coming along saying, you got to belong to our group. Because if you, as a woman, or as a man, or as a young person, have ever been sexually abused in a group, and you go to them and you complain and they don't do anything, you need to get out of there. You probably need to get out of there before that, but certainly once they ignore you and try to bury you, you get out of there and you don't look back, and you don't ever have any thoughts about, oh, I'm leaving God's best or anything like that. This is why that whole mindset is wrong, because it enables that stuff. And it makes me sick to my stomach. And this brave sister just putting herself out there on YouTube all vulnerable and stuff, trying to get this stuff out, trying to help people. And how does the Lord's Recovery respond with this crap on shepherdingwords.com about people on social media posting false accusation and unfounded rumors? This is her life. This is her personal testimony. And they say, well, these are unaccountable sources. Accountable? You guys are the most unaccountable people on the planet. Good Lord. I mean, the arrogance to unaccountability is, they're both up in the stratosphere. They're approaching infinity together. You have no accountability. Who are you accountable to, Lord's Recovery? Who are you accountable to? Who? Who? Nobody. Nobody but yourselves. And so I wanted to post this. Again, I don't want to continue to do this website so much. I want to do other things, but I've tried to do this before and something gets me fired up. It's just, let me just say this. This is something I wanted to say. My advice, and I'm no expert on any of these things, but the internet has changed the game when it comes to information in the world. We saw this during the Trump election. The powers that be that control information have been trying to push off a certain narrative, and the internet, the democratization of information, has severely damaged that monopoly. The internet is something that is an extremely good tool if you are a little guy. Okay, that doesn't mean everything on the internet is good, but the Lord's Recovery hates it. And if it wasn't for the internet, things would probably be just about like they always were. So my advice to anyone is use the internet, use social media, but also I would suggest that the people that have gone through this and need a support group, try to figure out a way to make a safe space to get together and share these things and talk about them and help each other. Okay, you can use a lot of things. You can use a private Facebook group. You can use a Zoom group call. There's a lot of things you can do, but reach out to each other and get organized to help each other first, and then perhaps to go forward with some kind of action. But that would be my advice. Lord's Recovery, we're coming for you. They're coming for you. It's going to happen. You're going to go down. It's going to happen. You cannot continue in the way you're going. You have taken the Lord's word and you have sullied it by creating yet another abusive group that buries sexual abuse. So why don't you make a big sign and put it in your office there commemorating that, because that's what you've done. No cause is good enough to ignore that kind of stuff. Okay, the Lord's not going to ignore it. And you're acting like we got to keep up our good name. Well, you don't have a good name. Okay, that's way, way in the past. You don't have a good name anymore. You need to change your name. You need to disband. I'm serious. It's bad. It's going to get worse as more and more people get the courage to step out and say something. So, God bless you, Ruth Wise. The Lord is with you. Keep speaking the truth. One little candle can push back rooms full of darkness. The darkness can't overcome one little candle. It will try, but it can't do it. That's the nature of light. Darkness is nothing. It's a void. It's a lie. It's a deception. You light the light and the darkness cannot deal with it. All it can do is lie about the light. So keep lighting those lights, people. Blessings to you. May the Lord be with you, and my prayers are with you. Thanks again for listening. Take care.